Welcome, one and all. How's everybody doing out there? Good morning. This is Josh Goldstein, your favorite immigration lawyer, coming at you live today. And today we're talking about the June 2024 Visa Bulletin. I have some interesting information for you about this. You don't want to miss it. We're going to be diving into all aspects of the Visa Bulletin. The Visa Bulletin is one of the strangest, weirdest, most unpredictable aspects of immigration law. When I explain the Visa Bulletin to people, I say to them that if this makes no sense, then it's probably starting to understand it. The bottom line when it comes to Visa Bulletins is that it does not progress in a linear way. It doesn't go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. It doesn't proceed in a predictable, smooth progression. It jumps around. It moves forward. It moves backward. It is a shape-shifting beast. It jumps around, and we don't know where the Visa Bulletin is going to go next. We know that last summer, the Visa Bulletin retrogressed. It moved backwards. People who had approvable cases suddenly had cases that were not current yet. Maybe they're still not current. We have other people whose cases are stuck. The Visa Bulletin is just not moving. If you are a sibling in the Philippines, your case is going to take 25 years. That's crazy. 25 years, maybe. Who knows? So the Visa Bulletin is highly unpredictable. It does not defy logic. A lot of my clients are right-brained, quantitative people. They're engineers. They're computer scientists, people with PhDs and so on, and they need a predictable set of data. And if they don't have that, then they get upset because it's all wishy-washy in their minds. But that's it. Imran, welcome. I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're doing well. We have a question here. I'm going to stop for a moment. Nicola, how long does it take for advanced parole now? I would say if you file an application for a green card and you file also an application for advanced parole, I think it's going to take around 6 months, 4 to 8 months, something like that. We are live, by the way, on Facebook. We're live in our Facebook group. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter or X. We are live on TikTok and Instagram, everywhere. And I want to take a moment before we dive more into the Visa Bulletin. I want to take a moment to introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration lawyer who is passionate about my work. I'm passionate about helping you reach your immigration goal, whether it's a visa to visit the U.S. or citizenship or a green card or a marriage-based green card or TPS or a waiver, whatever you need. I want to help you get there. I have more than 20 years of experience, and I make these videos to entertain you, to inspire you, and to give you real, no BS, practical advice on how you can increase your chances of reaching your immigration goals. I do it because I love what I do. I feel like I have the best job in the world. And I want to make a little bit of an announcement here. I'm going to be talking more about this. I recently went to Nebraska, to South Sioux City, Nebraska, and I met with the Somali community in Nebraska. I gave a presentation, and I was overwhelmed by the response. And I've decided to go back to Nebraska. I will be in Nebraska on June 8th and 9th, and I will be doing free one-on-one, in-person immigration strategy sessions. So if you're in the Nebraska area and you want to meet with me, let me know in the comments below. We also offer free virtual meetings by phone or video conferencing, so we can help you wherever you are located. Now, with this long-winded introduction out of the way. By the way, is there anyone from Somalia in today's pod watching? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're from Nebraska, if you live in Nebraska or Iowa, I would really be interested in knowing. We're also planning a trip to Columbus, Ohio later this summer. So, yes, cool. All right. So, let's get into the visa bulletin. The only way to know if the visa bulletin is doing anything is to compare it to the previous month. So I always think about family-based immigration because that's what most of my clients have. So let's try, for example, the category that most people are watching, F2A. This is spouses and children of and unmarried sons and daughters of permanent residents. So if you're a green card holder and you petition for your husband or your wife, this is the category for you. Queen is watching from Massachusetts. Hello. Spousal visa from Pakistan, asylum. I love all this. So let's keep it going. We have here F2A. Now, in May of 2024, for all countries, F2A they were working on cases that were filed on June 1st, 2021. Now, where are we at in June? June, F2A, they're working on cases that were filed in November. So in 1 month, we jumped ahead several months. That's not bad. That's not bad. We have someone from Seattle coming. We have another friend watching from Brazil. So we have several months of progress in that important category in 1 month. And let's see. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, there's a category for China for F2A that jumped ahead. India jumped. Let's see. China jumped from June to November of 2021. India jumped, let's see, June 20 to 2021 to November, the same. Mexico went from November 2020. Is that right? November 2020 to February 21st, 2021. So I see substantial progress in these areas for this important category. I would say, would you call let's say July, August, September, October, November. Would you call moving 5 months ahead in 1 month, would you call that substantial progress? Or is that modest progress? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll take it, whatever it is. So, all right. All right. Now, I'm going to answer any questions that you have today. I will see any questions that you have. All right. Notification on TikTok says, how is Tanzania? I want to transfer my case for that embassy. Tanzania is fine. You can transfer your case there if you wish. Mike says, do we handle EB2 national interest waiver cases? So that's what I would say. We do not prepare and file new national interest waiver cases, but we help people who filed for national interest waiver visas and their cases are stuck. We have someone else who says, can you call my ex? Now, why would you want me to call your ex? Why would you want that? I don't get that. I'm an immigration lawyer. Calling people's ex-wives and ex-husbands is not something. Galib says EB3 PD is not moving. No, it's not. Someone says he wants me to call his ex-wife to see if she's cheating. That sounds like a fine use of my time. Yes. We have someone asking a question about how to work in the U.S. as a lawyer. I think that's not a question for an immigration lawyer. That's a question for the state bar. We do handle I-601 waivers. We have an outstanding record of success. We can help you with that. Ali Bot says, what happens after the DS-2260 is submitted? So when you have an immigrant visa, the very first step is to file a visa petition, the I-130 or I-140 or whatever it is. Next, you go to the National Visa Center. At the National Visa Center, here's what happens. They ask you to fill out forms like the DS-260 and maybe the affidavit of support. They ask you for documents, and they ask you to provide them with information. So all those things have to be done. You have to pay fees as well. Once you've done everything at the NVC, at the end of that process, you reach a point where they say, you've given us everything. Your case is documentarily qualified. And at that point, you wait for an interview. That's what you do. We have someone on YouTube says, good day, sir. I have someone in the U.S. who has a job at a store for me and is willing to sponsor my visa. How does he go about it, and how he may be of help? How long is it going to take? How much is it going to cost? We don't handle this particular type of case, but if you email me using the link in my bio, we will refer you to a good lawyer who can help you out. Does that make sense? All right. My RFE for my medical was received 70 days ago. No response. I-130 approved. I-130 approved. Okay. What's your question, my friend? This is a timeline of your case. Big Al Bundy, are you reading comments or no? Why are you live, bro? Someone is very hostile. Big Al Bundy says, chances of winning a medical malpractice case that resulted in death. I work as an immigration lawyer. I don't know anything about medical malpractice cases any more than an attorney who handles med mal cases would know about my work. So it's sort of like doctors. We all have our different cases, our different specializations. So you need to ask a lawyer who does med mal about that. All right. How long does the I-130 process in 2024? I would say probably 8 to 14 months. I've been waiting for my interview for more than 6 months. What type of interview? What type of case? Where? Kazuko says, I applied the K3. I got a message that they sent the I-797C. What does that mean? So the I-797C is a receipt notice. It means that they have received your application and it has been accepted for processing. The I-797A is an approval notice. So the way the K3 visa works, first of all, if you're married and your husband or wife is in a foreign country and you're in the US, you file an I-130 visa petition to start your case. And there is a process to get a K3 visa. A K3 visa allows your spouse to come into the US while your case is pending. This is a secret hack that will help you. It allows your spouse to come and wait in the US while the case is pending, except that they never approve this application. You should still file it, and here's why. When you file for a K3 visa, what happens is that your husband or wife, USCIS will deny the K3 visa application petition, but they will essentially approve your I-130. So it's a way of expediting the approval of the I-130. And I recommend that you file it in all cases. All right. Let's see here. Here's a question from Jamie M937. My wife is cheating on me. What's the charge for VAWA and I-601 and I-45? So people ask, how much do you charge for this type of case, or how much do you charge for that type of case? And it's very difficult to answer that question without knowing anything about your situation. So what we do is we offer a free case evaluation. Anybody who is watching this that would like our services can book a free case evaluation using the link in our bio, or you can call our office. And what you do is you schedule a meeting either by phone or video conferencing, and my team will ask you some questions to see if your case, see if we can learn a little more about your case. And if we can tell you how you can become a client of the firm and what we can do to help you. And then at that point, once we've learned about this, we can tell you what we would charge you. Ahmed Ali says, do you do immigration? Yes. Immigration is what we do. My name on TikTok and Instagram is Josh is Immigration. So you're asking Josh is Immigration. Do you do immigration? That's all I do. I do it all day long, every day. And then I wake up the next day and I do it again. I like that. I want to file EB2 and IW case. We don't prepare and file new EB2 applications, so we're not the best fit for that particular type of case. Ramla Sharif for processing administrative. How do you count the months? Is it after the interview? Yes. Ramla, how many months have you been in administrative processing? Please let me know in the comments. My spouse, I-130 denied. How can I apply B1, B2 now? I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think you should apply for a B1, B2 now. This is a question for Singh Kushaldeep. So Ramla, if it's been 5 months, you should contact us and we would offer you a free consultation to see if there's a way we can help you out. Khalid Taha says the consulate of Casablanca is very delicate in its procedures. What does it mean to be delicate? Taha Romi says, Mr. Goldstein, does filing a mandamus for a B1, B2 visa have any negative effect on a decision of the case? So this is a question we get all the time. The idea is that people are concerned that if they sue the consulate will get mad at them and then deny their case in retaliation. And I'm here to say that it doesn't work that way. So you have nothing to worry about in terms of negative repercussion. Bindash, are you listening right now, Bindash? You said I-730 approved, but the embassy never called us for an interview. Bindash, let me know if you're in the comments below. Bindash, are you there? Mr. I-730. Okay, listen to me. When was your I-730 approved? Do you know roughly? Let me know in the comments below. Well, Bendash, we would love to meet October. So October 2023, this is a great case. I mean, this is a case that we can obviously resolve. It's a horrible situation for you, Bendash. 2023, October, your case was approved. Okay? Your visa petition was approved. And they still haven't scheduled your interview. And it's been many months since then. So what can you do? Well, you can keep waiting, but a better strategy is to file a mandamus lawsuit. And if you're interested in doing that and getting your case approved quickly is important, then what I want you to do is book a free case evaluation with our team using the link below. Link in my bio. Bakir Mansouri. Hi, Josh. My wife called USCIS. She said about our problems, and they said that the officer will call you. And they emailed us a referral. T1B was successfully collated. What does this mean? Was it for Expedite? It sounds like it. Yes, Taha says, I heard in one of your old videos that filing a mandamus for B1, B2 is not a very good idea. Well, Taha, that's an old video. I'm glad you came on here to ask that question. That's an old video. And since that time, we've changed our strategy and we've successfully used mandamus lawsuits to resolve delayed visitor visa applications for many people. It works very well. Ahmed Shamadi says here, I got 221G after 38 days, and the next day I got denied under 214B, but the website shows administrative processing until now. What does it mean? Well, it sounds to me, Ms. Ahmed, it sounds like you were going for a visitor visa, a B1, B2 visitor visa, or maybe a student visa. And if you're denied under 214B, that's the end of the road. That means that you tried to get a visitor visa or a student visa, and they said, no, we don't think you're going to go back to your home, a J1 visa. It means that they thought, well, we don't really believe that you're going to go back to your home country at the end of your J1 visa. We think that you may have the intention of immigrating, and you have not overcome the presumption of immigrant intent because you don't have sufficient ties to your home country. And because of that, they are not going to issue the visa to you. It's a It's a sad scenario, but they're not going to issue the visa to you. And so what does that mean? It means that you you can reapply for another visitor visa, but it doesn't mean that it's going to work. Taha says, is there a way my brother can visit you guys in your Boston office to discuss my case further? We offer meetings by phone and video conferencing. You can book that meeting in the link in my bio, or you can call our office. We do not offer in-person consultations. We just found during the pandemic that it was inefficient to schedule such meetings and meet with people in person, and parking and logistics. It's much easier to just jump on video conferencing like this. Good morning. I have a question. This is from Love Kata. Can you take a case in California? Yes, we take cases in California all the time, but it depends on what type of immigration case you have. So please, if you want our help, if you're interested in our help, you can book a free case evaluation in our bio. Here's a message from Z Smoke Shop 2021. My wife is stuck in Pakistan. She got a 212G, 221G. They accepted all the rest of the documents. They asked for a 601 waiver to apply. They didn't look at her I-601 waiver was approved before she left the U.S. This sounds like a case we could try to help you with. How much longer for F2B? I noticed that F2B category is moving a lot faster than F1. Yeah, it is. But we don't know what next month will bring. We can cross our fingers and hope for the best. Let's see here. How long does it take in administrative processing for IR2 visa? Well, this is from a question from Monster on TikTok. One of the things that's so hard about administrative processing is that you don't know where the finish line is. You don't know. It's very unpredictable. If you knew where the finish line was, then you could just say, okay, well, I have 30 months to go, or 24 months, or 12 months, or 3 months. You could just say, okay, I'm going to wait it out, or I'm going to file a mandamus lawsuit. You could make an informed decision. But since you don't know where the finish line is, it's very difficult. One set of cases we have are for people who've already had their interviews, and they were in administrative processing. And we take on those sorts of cases. And then we have another set of clients who have already had their interviews, but for whatever reason, they didn't get their interviews scheduled. Let me know what questions you have. I'm here to answer any and all questions that you have. Bakir Mansouri, if you're listening, let me know in the comments below. It says here, thanks, Josh. My wife will call USCIS again. She requests for expedite. USCIS agent said to my wife, officer will call you in 3 days or up to 10 days later. They will call us or email us requesting supporting documents for Expedite. I like this. I hope you get it. Good job. It doesn't cost anything to ask for Expedite processing. They may not approve it, but it's worth a shot. My sister is current on her priority date, F4 category, from the 5th of July, 2007. This is from Lopex, but no interview yet in Colombia. We can help you with that. Yeah, so book a free case evaluation with our team. July 2007 was not recently, so we would love to help you. That's a long time to wait, don't you think? I think so. Taha Romy says, I applied for a visitor visa along with my family. They put me in AP and my family's visa is also pending. In such a case, can my family apply again? No, that's not the strategy that I would use. So you told me, Taha, that you're in administrative processing and your family is also pending. So if the application is pending, then a new application is not the solution. The correct solution is to either wait it out or file a mandamus lawsuit. And you'll never guess which one is more effective. Someone sent me a rose.